Hello friends, and welcome back to a new update video on JASMY, where we will be taking a look at what happened in the last several days and where we see JASMY's prices going in the next 7 days. So we can see that we are currently down 1.6%, which is not bad for the day. We can see that from the recent update video we created, we knew that there was a very heavy resistance at 0.020, and since we created here a triple top, as you can see here, and we can see the patterns of a head and shoulder. If we do zoom in here, which was a reversal for us, indicating that price was going to go down at these levels of imbalance that we created before. We can see a lot of wicks happen here at these prices, as we stated before. But overall, since we were in the uptrend, we created a level of support at the 50 MA, which was great news. Unfortunately, we right after I stated that I wanted to see price respect these levels here of 50 MA and continue to the upside and test back the levels here of resistance at 0.0200. But we went under. You can see here we retested back the levels of 50 MA at 0.0187 before going back down. So we can see here we are currently in a downtrend for JASMY. As you can see here, we saw wicks happening at the levels of resistance in our downtrend. But just keep in mind, the good news for JASMY that I see here is we are still respecting a level of support that we have created before, where we saw a double bottom. As you can see here, these levels, there was a double bottom that occurred here, and I stated that I wanted to see price come back to these imbalance to fill in, and we did. We came back to these levels here first at 0.0175 before coming back to the premium levels of support at about 0.0172. So what I want to see for JASMY is, since we did respect these levels here, is to come back and test the levels of imbalance first. Okay, so we can see at 0.0184, this level is very crucial in the 1 hour, since there was a major imbalance here. We can see that price, unfortunately, before try to come back to the levels of resistance here that we had before at 0.0180, which price wicked up, and we couldn't unfortunately break it. We are currently heading up there right now. So if JASMY can hopefully break out of this level here, retest back at these levels of 0.0178, where we saw a level here being created, and then test back the levels of resistance at 0.0184, and then break out of there and test back now the levels of 50 MA is very critical, because I could take a look at the 50 MA and the 5 minutes. But overall, I like to take a look at the 1 hour. This is the higher time frame, and it gives me a better overview of what's happening in the project. So hopefully we could break that level. As you can see, in the last several hours, we were in the uptrend. As you can see here, we are creating a ascending triangle here. So hopefully we could, break out of this level here, retest back at 0.0181, come back to the levels of 50 MA, which will be very critical, and come back to test the levels here that we had a very heavy level of resistance, because we saw here levels being rejecting these areas and creating a head and shoulder, as you can see here. So this is why it's very important, guys. Take a look here. The support is very important at these levels, so just keep that in mind. Hopefully we do break that level and not come back to these levels here at the levels of support at 0.0170. Even though if we do still come back, if we see volume decrease in the next coming days and hours, and price comes back, couldn't break out of these levels, comes back here, hopefully we could create a double bottom, the same pattern that we created here before, double bottom, like I like to talk in my channel. It come here and create that pattern, and then potentially come back and rise to test the levels of resistance that we had before. I don't see JASMY hopefully breaking these levels of support at 0.0171, but if it does, because this is crypto, anything can happen there. If that price breaks, we can see that the levels of support we have after is the level here of about at about 0.0174. Okay, so this price will be very important, because we saw our levels of resistance that was created before. So this level here is right under the support, which gives me another indication that price can continue to the upside if we do see volume coming for JASMY and we are respecting these levels. We can see, like I stated, there's imbalance up here as well, so we could see price in the next coming days go up there again for JASMY if we do see a lot of volume come in. We can see that on April 16th we saw this big volume come in at the levels of support. So hopefully we do see the same thing happening here on today, on Monday. and we see volume come in, as you can see here, at these levels of support that we created before, and at the levels right under the 50 MA. So just a quick update on JASMY. I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope to see you on the next update. Take care and stay blessed.